Question was recently posed to me about whether it's okay to not plan for your future. If it's okay to not know or have a plan for your future. And this was specifically about career. Um, and this is a interesting question because on one level, sure, it's completely okay as long as it's okay for you. But if you're asking because everyone else is making you feel like it's bad, that you don't have a plan or that you don't know what you want to do for your future, well, then again, you're letting other people influence you. So you have to ask yourself, is it really me that has a problem with this? Or is it because everyone else's sense of worry is influencing me? So really, it depends on who you ask and what your comfort level is not having a plan. There are individuals that are hyper-focused on these kinds of things must happen. If they don't happen, I will be unhappy. So in that regard, plans and future ideas can be very painful. On the other hand, though, what I have found is that people who don't have a sense of direction and intention for their life typically wander around, flop around, wonder why things don't go their way, wonder why they never meet helpful people, wonder why they never get good career breaks, wonder why things don't work out for them. And it's usually because there's not a clear direction that they're aiming for. So if you want to accomplish something, then yes, you need to make a plan about how to accomplish that thing. If you are completely and utterly, truly content doing whatever you are doing without a plan, why would you even think about anything else? So again, it comes down to what are you comfortable with? One of the things we have to be careful of and cautious of is when someone asks me this question, because in a sense, they want it to be okay to not have a plan, or they want it to be okay to not have a direction in their career and so on. What I've often found is that really there is a fear of setting an intention and trying to achieve something. So to protect them from failing, from feeling that shame of failing or whatever, they just keep professing, overcompensating, that, just go with the flow and don't worry about things will work out. And you'll find plenty of lectures where it says, if you just go with the flow, everything will work out. Okay, well, some people have a lot of luck in life where they can say that. Other people, they do need to set an intention, a direction, move forward. If you have an idea of what you want to do, how you want to serve the world, set that intention, move towards it, make a plan to the best of your ability, but be flexible with it as you implement the plan. But don't try just because you're afraid of failing. And that's what a lot of people do who promote this idea of just going with the flow. They just want to see where they get to, even though deep down inside they really want to be a master violinist, or they really want to master meditation, or they really want to have a successful business. They don't do it because of fear of failure. So we want to be sure that we're not confusing complacency or we're not seeing someone being complacent because they're afraid that they're not good enough to make their heart sing, to do that which would really inspire them. Because those things that are worth doing take hard work, and they're not going to be easy most of the time. Talent is completely overrated. It's persistence which makes it happen. Because if you have persistence, you will continue to strive, to improve, to get better, no matter what comes your way. You will learn to sail that sea no matter what. You will learn to discover new lands no matter what. But if you're just banking on talent and luck, well, the moment a challenge arises and your talent doesn't work, you're going to say, all right, then I'm just going to see where the wind's blowing me now. And then you never actually get anywhere. So to summarize all this, the question you have to ask yourself is, deep down inside, are you truly able to be content without plans or without direction? And if you are, then people asking you about what are you going to do, why don't you know, shouldn't bother you in any way, right? Because you know it. It's okay. You just ignore them. But if deep down inside there is something you want to accomplish, there's something you really, truly want to do, and what I like to encourage people to think about is, what did you really want to do as a kid? When you were a kid, you thought, man, I would love to do that. Maybe there's some theme there that as an adult you can engage. But if there really is something deep down inside you want to achieve, rather than saying, I'm just going to trust in luck, I'm just going to go with the flow, make a plan and strive for it and intend and use your attention to move in that direction. And if failure comes up, learn to work around it. If failure comes up, learn to get stronger to overcome it until eventually you can experience that state of accomplishment, because there's nothing wrong with a sense of accomplishment. If you over-identify with it, sure, there's something wrong with it. But we're here in this world for a reason, and it's a joy to strive and to live that adventure. And in adventures, there's always setbacks as well as successes. It's what makes it sweet to finally accomplish something. It's where you're hungry and then you're satisfied, versus that situation where you're just given everything and you never have the hunger, so everything gets boring, you see. So part of life can be learning to chart an adventure and move towards it. And to be honest, I think that most people have that deep down inside somewhere. It's very rare, few people that actually would be content having no plans or no desires or no intentions. I'm not talking about compulsive desires, the things that derail you. I'm just talking about those natural, pure feelings of joy where you want to plant a garden, or you want to go to Greece, or you want to learn to play an instrument, or you want to really just build a nice business for your family, or get healthy, or whatever it might be. These are wholesome things. Of course, they can become neurotic and they can be difficult for you spiritually, but when it's wholesome and healthy, when it makes you light up when you think about doing it, versus doing it out of overcompensation or striving or try to prove to your parents that you are better than what they said you were, or whatever it might be. So we do have to have a sense of perspective when we're considering this. But I think having goals can be a very good thing, even if they're just short-term goals.